my God, today I'm excited, man, and I'm sure you'll be too, because my guest today, and who am I talking about? You know this man, Mr. Samuel Frimpong. Do you know him? You don't know him? His other name is Medikal. Show some love, man. Yes, Medikal is. Thank you. Medikal is in the house, and surprise, he's accompanied by Fela Makafui. But we're going to talk to Medikal first, and we are going to be introducing Fela later. In the meantime, put your hands together, show some love for the man, Medikal. Hey, man. Welcome to the show, finally.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I do.
Nice. I'm happy to be here because, you know, when I was a kid, I used to watch the show all the time. I was like, yo, this is big. And then my manager called me, told me, yo, we are going on the KSM show. I was like, wow.
This is what I find beautiful about it, you know. When I get a guest who said, oh, when we were kids, we were watching you, you know, and just to think that you have now grown, you are making music, you become institutions in your own right, and then you're on the show that you were watching as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're doing a great work, though.
Oh, thank you, man. Medikal, I want me fast, so I think fast and bonshami. I want me fast. Man, I don't know how far back I should go, but I was reading something, of course, online, and about how you were born. You're Samuel Frimpong, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. And were you born in Sotum or you're from Sotum?
I spent most of my life in Sotum.
Okay.
That's where I lived. That's where we were playing football as kids.
Okay.
And I stayed there, and then I went to school from there, you know, as a day student, primary, and all of that. I mean, I traveled. I traveled to Cape Coast. I lived in Cape Coast for like 2 years. My primary schools were in Cape Coast, class 5 and class 6, and I came back to Accra again to St. John's.
Okay.
St. John's, I was in a boarding house, but I was still coming back to Sotum. So Sotum has been the place where I did. That be where the Nabi is for.
Okay, okay. They should build some statue.
I mean, the love is in their hearts. So,
the love is in their hearts.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yes, please.
Were you born? I hear you were born prematurely. Is that true? That you were born earlier? Something like that. I've heard.
Where?
And you're reading Korea. I think it was online that instead of the normal 12-month, you came out earlier. Something like that. I heard. I thought I would.
Nah, that one will be true.
That was really true.
Somebody will publish them.
Yeah, somebody publish them all.
Yeah, I mean myself, I don't hear that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm glad I asked. You know.
Yeah.
Because you know how word goes around. Anyway, but when did this whole thing about music start kicking in for you?
So it happened when I told you that I stayed at Cape Coast for 2 years. So I was 11, 12 at that time, and then 11. I was now entering the adolescent stages and that. So when I went there was this cousin of mine. He was in he schooled at Infantipim, so he was introducing me to the rap thing. He's the one who showed me that, yo, there's this guy called Lil Wayne. His dad is Birdman, and then they are Cash Money, Young Money, and they do me like they're musicians. They're fly as hell, and I was like, yo, I have to check them out. So he started showing me music videos from them, and I was watching the clips and I was listening to the music, and I was like, yo, this is hard. So what actually started was I fell in love with Lil Wayne. So each and every day, I watch Lil Wayne's videos, I learn the lyrics, and then I keep singing it to myself in the mirror and that. So that's how it started, actually. That's how I commenced my rap career. Wow. So
you sorry, basically imitating Lil Wayne in the mirror, watching yourself do it.
Yeah. So after watching him a couple of times, I was like, yo, I think I can actually write my story as well. I can write my own story and then sing it for people to hear my story and then feel where I come from, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how it started. So I was on stage. When I came back to Accra, St. John's, Preparatory, Primary, JHS, I was in a boarding house, and then when it's time for entertainment, I come on stage. They used to call me Wheezy. So when I come on stage, I start singing Lil Wayne songs, performing. I used to go for intercore schools, other schools, talent shows and that. Yeah, so that's
Were
how
you
I
aware
started.
then that you were building something musical, or you just doing it for fun? Did you have it in mind that maybe one day this is something you could do professionally, or you're just having fun with it?
Actually, I was having fun because I love the music and I love the whole entertainment thing and being able to make people feel happy about your craft and all of that. Even though it wasn't my lyrics, I was feeling like, yo, I can actually make people happy in that. So let me do this myself. Let me put my story in. Let me hit the studio. Let me put some verses on an instrumental, a demo, and that. That's how it started. So yeah, St. John's. I started rapping and entertainment and that, and then I started recording my own demo. My first,
I was going to ask you about your first one.
yeah, my first one, my first rap I ever wrote was, if you hear the sound ding, be ready for the dawn. No one cares about your mother. Song, it was 9:27, my age was 11. My mama looked at me and said, born from the heaven. Yeah.
This is the first thing you
First
wrote.
rap I ever wrote in my life. I wrote, yeah,
wow.
I wrote, yeah.
And you recorded it?
Yeah, I recorded it. And then I made a couple of friends listen to it and they were like, yo, it's dope, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. I was like, okay, cool. So people are feeling it, so I have to just keep going. So that's how I started, yeah.
And what was the first one that you did professionally that sort of shot you into the limelight?
Oh, that one was I think 6, 7 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago when I met Chris Waddle. You know Chris Waddle,
Yeah,
Out to Bees.
yeah.
So I was talking to him on BlackBerry Messenger, BBM. You remember the ping days? We were talking. It was in America by then, and it was like, "Yo, you're dope. I heard a couple of songs of yours. You're dope. I want to work with you. I want to start a record label and then put you on."
So he got in touch with you?
A friend of mine introduced me to him.
Okay.
My friend sent my stuff to him.
Okay.
And then he was like, yo, the guy is dope. Let me talk to him. And then I started BBMing with Chris Waddle. So when we started talking, I sent him a couple of my tunes. He liked it and he was like, yo, we can work together. That's how it started. So he did a song, Honey Ma Try Ma Kwe. That was it was some danceable tune. He put me on and people listened to my verse and they were like, yo, this kid is dope. And then he did another song, Pekakra. So that Pekakra song, that one, then it be hip hop song. It was a rap song. It was a rap video, new culture kind of vibe. You get me? And then my verse on the song was hot. So, and then people didn't know who I was. And hearing me for the first time on that song with that verse, they fell in love with me. So anytime I come on stage with that song, I mean, the youth, couple of people, they were, vibing to the tune. And then I dropped my first single, Confirm. So yeah, when I dropped that tune started kicking off. I hollered at Sako there, shouts to Sako there. I hollered at him. I needed his verse, his blessings on the song. He put his verse on the song, and then we shot a music video, and then we dropped it, and then my career has been flying ever since.
Oh, wow. And the name Medikal.
Yeah.
What's the history?
Way back in school, I was the sick, like the illest rapper in the school. I was sick. So my school father just named me Medikal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's how it started. And then, I mean, they were teasing me with that name because I had this one-way flow and all, proving I was the sickest rapper, illest rapper. The doctors, surgeons, they can't come near me because I'm sick and that. So they started teasing me actually that Medikal. I got one-way flow, and then I was like, okay, cool. And I got stuck to the name. So yeah.
So that's
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just that my spelling is Medikal instead of C.
A K.
Yeah. And Wado actually changed that, He's the one who showed me that, yo, you have to change the C to a K. I was like,
cool. So it started as a C.
Yeah.
And then it was changed to a K.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about your creative process. The music that you create. What inspires it? Is it based on you're sitting down and you get some inspiration to do a particular thing or something you just see? What's the whole process for you? The whole creative process?
In my music, it's something that I've experienced or I've gone through or I've visualized.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
So you don't just make words just for its sake. Everything is inspired.
Yeah, everything comes naturally. Like everything comes naturally. With love songs, danceable tunes, hip hop, however it is, they come naturally. It's my story. Yeah. So that's how it works. I don't just sit and fabricate stuff and nah. I actually go through it and then pour it out. That's why my message touches a lot of the youth out there, because people go through the same thing. Yeah. And then, you know, growing up, at a point, my parents didn't understand me. The reason why I want to choose music was my dad was ready to finance the educational background, make sure I go, put me in a good school.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad is a very good man. He's a very hardworking man as well.
Who's your dad?
James Edu Frimpong.
Yeah.
He's in Germany right now.
Okay.
He's a very successful man.
What does he do?
He's a businessman. He owns a couple of schools, hotels, pubs, and yeah.
And your mom?
My mom is also a businesswoman. She's a trader. She deals in a couple of things, yeah.
So you come from a wealthy home.
Yeah.
And they were looking forward to putting you in the school to study the conventional, law, medicine?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and it was long. For me, because I felt like, yo, I want to rap. I want to rap. My whole time, if I go to school, I was a very smart kid in school though. But when it comes to music, I give so much time and attention to music. Because you rather see me in the studio than see me in class studying something that some teacher is telling me. Because I knew that I was perfect at the music. So I wanted to better myself.
In music.
I knew that was my craft. That's the thing that I can actually, you know, do and feel and have excitement in. You get me? So that's what happened. So when I started straying that way, my dad was like, yeah, you want to be on your own, then I guess you got to be on your own. Because so it came to a point I was struggling a lot because now I wasn't working at that moment, so I was really struggling. I was staying with friends and I was doing a lot of.
Did they sort of withhold support? So also by the Akokoye, we have no. Did they withhold support, or they just weren't active in?
My parents.
Yeah.
I was living with my mom. My mom was cool. My mom, didn't have any choice. And at a point, my mom and my dad got divorced, and then things started moving sideways. So things weren't, you know, like that. My mom wasn't making ends meet like that because she had no. The only thing she had was my dad and me and kids taking care of us and managing my dad.
How many siblings do you have?
I have just one sister.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
she's in Legon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So things moved sideways, and then I started focusing on the music thing, and then God blessed us with a positive breakthrough. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that positive breakthrough.
Yeah.
So, how? What's the reaction now? I mean, your dad. Now that you're medical, you're a brand. He's aware of your progress. I'm assuming that you're doing very well in music. Is he?
Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, my dad is a very good man. He's a very hardworking man. He's been taking care of me and the whole family ever since. Like, even up to now, he takes care of us, like, especially my kid sister, and that. He supports, I also support and that. But I'm very cool with my dad because I do understand him.
Okay.
I mean, if I have a child right now, I have a son, and then I want to put my son through school because I know that for sure, if you go to school and then you're good and then I'm paying for your whatever and then making sure you're learning and all of that, obviously you're going to get a good job. But when it's music, you're not. It's not guaranteed. Because there are a lot of people who's got money, who's got talent, who's got, and then they're still not out there. You get me? So I understand my dad so well. It was actually both parents, my mom and dad. But at a point, my mom had no choice. She had to understand me because she's a woman, and then she's the one I was staying with at a point. So I was like, Mom, this is what I want to do, and it's going to work. I'm going to take care of you with this thing. She was like, if you are showing you know what you're doing, do it, because I can't stop you. It's not like even if I say no, you are going to stop. You're still going to do it. Yeah. So I understand my dad. I'm very cool with my dad. Last year he was in Ghana. Me, him, my girl, my manager. We went to go karting. We went to the beach after. You get me? We talk all the time and that. So we are very cool.
Yeah, you have a very cool dad.
Yeah, he's very
cool parents.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So I mean, but he's happy with where you are now.
Yeah.
Or he still wishes you had gone to the conventional way, but he's happy with it. Where you are now.
My dad came from some educational background, like the whole family, be doctor, you get me. So I mean, he was still not convinced, like really until I came out as medical, big in the scene, taking a lot money for shows and that, and he saw I was comfortable before he became comfortable because he wants the best for me. And then
That's
he
it.
seeing me driving a
That's
Range
it.
Rover, a Benz, or me building a house and all with my career. I mean, he's satisfied.
He's cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah, my dad is
Yeah.
cool now.
At this point, we have to see a video, man, and I want you to recommend. What do you want us to see?
Time changes.
Time changes.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Time changes. Take a look at this. Oh, I love that. I love that. So, what inspired this? So you're talking about how everything is inspired by something.
Yeah. I mean, time changes. I was talking about the struggle, how I was struggling at a point in my life with my family, what I was going through, and all until now that everything has changed. I'm not like I'm actually reaping off what I
How does it feel though, man? Because it wasn't an easy decision to make, and I'm telling you, for all creatives, the creative industry is a very tough industry.
Yeah.
And so for young guys like you to break in spite of all the hardships that there is, and to succeed, it must be a very good feeling for you. How do you see the journey? How do you feel right now about it?
Laws of attraction really work. When you put your mind to something and you work towards it, you achieve it. And as a young boy, I had that thing in mind, and that was my goal. My goal was to make sure I make it in this music thing. Like, no matter what, I'm supposed to make it, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it. Once the mindset has been made that way, there's no way you can deviate from your goal. You just go straight to it, and it's gonna work perfectly. Yeah.
And I love what you're saying a lot.
Yeah.
Because whatever you are fixated about, your mind has this amazing ability to attract it to you.
Yes. It actually works. And then the tongue is very powerful. Anything you say, it actually comes through. So yeah, we have to be careful about saying things you say. Because I say a lot of things and then it works.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Do you remember I said this, and then we actually, like, it's crazy. So it works.
Yeah. No, I believe in that wholeheartedly. You know, the laws of attraction, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But how this mind communicates with the universe and attracts certain things to you is beyond our comprehension. Yeah. And I'm glad you've gone through it and you're now like a testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah? Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. So we've done some music life. Let's do a little bit of your private life. You know, before I introduce, I'll let you do the introduction just before the commercial break.
Okay. That would be nice.
It would be nice, yeah. Okay. But I remember I hosted Sister Debbie here. She was sitting right where you were sitting. And I said, oh, there are these rumors that you're going out with Medikal. She said, no, it's not a rumor. I am. And I thought, oh, wow. So she confirmed it here and everything. And from what I know, the story has changed. It has changed. Was that true to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, we once had a thing. We were going out. We were dating.
Okay.
Yeah. But as things changed, I mean, people get married and divorce.
I know.
And we're in a relationship. I mean, it wasn't working the way it was supposed to work, so we had to go our separate ways. Yeah.
Okay. Which is understandable. It happens.
Yes.
It's natural. But it's going to go on to my next, because now who we hear is now tight with you, if I should put it that way, in a relationship with you, is a fella.
Yeah.
That's true?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I'll let you introduce her.
Okay.
So stick around, folks. We'll be right back. And when we come back, Bola will join us. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.